Welcome everybody to this week's episode of Jing TV. This week, our top 5 tips for rebooking your clients. So this week we're going to talk about our top 5 tips for rebooking your clients, which is how you build your practice. So who's kicking off? Number 1.
You
Me.
are, actually.
All right. Our first tip is to work within the method that we advocate at Jing, which is recognizing that you cannot possibly expect to treat people's pain condition within one session. Right. And I think that's really important. We have mentioned on previous episodes of Jing TV this idea of working with pain conditions within a once a week for up to 6 weeks protocol. So we'd be looking at reducing your client's pain within 3 or 4 weeks generally, don't we?
Or seeing a difference. Anyway.
Yeah, seeing a difference. So that would be my first top tip for rebooking your clients, is that when they come in with a low back pain or carpal tunnel syndrome or a shoulder pain, you say to them, I've had good success with using techniques with your type of condition before, and the way I work is if you can come to see me once a week for up to 6 weeks, we should start to see a reduction in your pain by week 3.
So it sets them up for an expectation of time.
Absolutely, even before you've started the session.
And even though we say 1 to 6 weeks, like weekly, one of our biggest goals with the courses, with the Advanced Clinical Massage course, is that teaching you a way that you actually extend the time between treatments. So in the beginning, it might be once a week for the first 3 weeks, and then what we want to do is actually do 2 weeks, 3 weeks in between, so clients get to actually rely on their body a little bit more. And you can tell that to them when you're booking them. So it's not just a one-off kind of thing. That's not how we're working.
Yeah, so once you see that decrease in pain, you can lengthen treatment time to once a fortnight, as we say in the England, but not in the US. So tip number 2.
Tip number 2 is just to book them there and then. So too many massage therapists let people just leave, and it's really important for you to get your diary out, open it up, and say, I've got an appointment on Thursday at 2 o'clock or Friday at 5. And that's really important. That's an age-old sort of sales technique where you give people options, and then they choose.
Options.
Yeah, exactly. 2 options. And we also talk about, if you're a new therapist and you have blank pages, nobody needs to see those pages. So that's really important. But book them at before
the time
they
that's
leave.
Convenient to you. Yeah, absolutely.
Important.
Yeah. So use Fixing 6 protocol, rebook your clients. And tip number 3 is, what's your cheat sheet say?
We'll have a clear policy around cancellation.
Yeah.
So the idea that also what your boundaries are around that. So if I'm booking my clients there and then, I'm really honest, and it's about working with integrity and saying, I really need to book you in now because it'll be really hard for you to call me up one day and say, can I get an appointment tomorrow? And I'm really happy for you to cancel 24 hours in advance. And that's true for me. Some people, you might feel like you need 48 hours or 72 hours or whatever your cancellation policy is. But be really, really clear about that when you're communicating that to someone. The second part of that is knowing what you're going to do if somebody violates that cancellation policy. So that might be what we both, I think, share as sort of a 3 strikes you're out kind of thing. So it's like the first time they might forget, we forget. And you're dealing with a clientele that you know really well.
And I think also take the impetus. If a client does cancel a session, you need to take the impetus on rebooking them. Yeah. People have busy lives, and they might have left you a voicemail saying, I can't make it for very genuine reasons.
Sure.
So you need to call them back and rebook them,
not
just take the cancellation as a closed door. Yeah. What's number 4?
That's yours. Working existing clientele, texting them, calling them.
Okay, yeah. So another important thing in terms of rebooking clients is, I think there's an age-old marketing thing out there that it's much easier to get a new client to come back to you than it is to attract an existing client
An
to come
old
back to
client,
you
yeah,
than attract a new one. So you probably already have, if you started building up a practice, emails, addresses, that type of thing on all of your clients. So keep in touch with them, send a weekly newsletter. Obviously it's really easy these days with email. There's some great free HTML newsletter templates out there, MailChimp, where you can email all your clients, let them know what's going on, you've learned some new techniques, you're got a special offer going, that kind of thing. So it just jogs that person's memory of, oh my God, I've been meaning to book a
And
flight
don't
for
take
ages.
it personally if somebody cancels. We all tend to cancel the things that we like the most because we let them kind of go down. So, always jogging the memory, maybe putting something out quarterly saying, I've got appointments next week. Texting is great because it's not like really invasive and people can get back to you or not.
Yeah.
And the fifth thing is actually also educating your clients at the end of your treatment. So we talk a lot about the idea that you keep a 1 hour treatment time.
Right. So like if they've just come to you for a relaxation massage, for example.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
That you have enough time off the table that you can communicate to them. One of the things I specialize in is I noticed you have a lot of trigger points in your occipital ridge. It looks like maybe you have migraines. And so talk to them and say, well, that's something I treat. I also do pregnancy massage. I also have a lot of people come to me who are runners. So educating them about all the things you can do and using that time as marketing time. So our 5, just to recap that, our 5 book top tips, because we have many tips. I had to write down 5 of them. 1 is fix and 6, so work to the idea that you're booking clients on a 6 treatment protocol. 2, book them there and then. Get your diary out at the end of the treatment. 3, have a clear policy around your cancellation. Make that true to yourself. Work your existing clientele rather than go after new clients. And also spend the time after your treatment educating the clients about all the things you can do, because it might be their aunt who has a different pathology that you can treat next week. If you want to put some of your own top tips out there or ask for other therapists, use our Facebook page, which I do believe is find us on Facebook as Jing Massage. Also Twitter at Jing Institute. You can also email us or check out the website at www.jingmassage.com. And also you can have a bit of Jing at home by downloading our online course about low back pain or any of our DVD sections. All right, we'll see you next time. Take care.
Thanks, guys.